schoolers. This week I decided to play with AI and I asked ChatGPT to talk about flow in the tone of a teenager. The result made me laugh out loud, and maybe you will too, but it was also pretty darn accurate. So I thought I would open up this week's blog with some AI inspiration. Dude, let me tell you about the flow state, this mind-blowing thing that can happen when you're totally into what you're doing. It's like this epic state of mind where you're completely in the zone and everything just clicks. Picture this. You're jamming on your guitar, shredding those sick riffs, and suddenly time doesn't even exist anymore. Hours fly by like minutes, and it's like you're floating in this alternative universe of pure musical bliss. You're so into the music that nothing else matters. All your worries and stresses just fade away. And get this, your skills go through the roof. It's like you're a superhero with superpowers. Your fingers dance effortlessly on the fretboard, hitting every note with precision. You're in control, man. The music flows through you and you feel invincible. It's an insane rush, like you're on top of the world. But it's not just music, bro. Any activity can trigger the flow state. Maybe you're on the basketball court, dribbling like a boss, sinking shot after shot without even thinking. Or you're painting and the colors blend magically on the canvas, creating a masterpiece. Even during a deep convo with your friends, when ideas are flowing and you're totally in sync, it's like a flow state for connection. The cool thing about the flow state is that it's all about passion and focus. When you're doing something you love, something that sets your soul on fire, that's when the magic happens. Time slows down, distractions fade away, and you're just in the moment, fully absorbed. But here's the catch, bro. You can't force it. The flow state is elusive, like a mystical unicorn. It comes when it wants to, and you've got to be open to it. You've got to be in the right mindset, fully present and ready to embrace the moment. So, my fellow teenagers, don't be afraid to dive into your passions head first. Find that thing that lights you up, whether it's playing sports, making art, writing, or whatever gets your heart pumping. Get lost in it, bro. Embrace the flow state and let it take you to places you've never imagined. Remember, it's not just about the end result. It's about the journey, the exhilaration, the growth. The flow state is where the real magic happens. So go out there, chase those flow moments, and let yourself be swept away in the awesomeness. You got this. We've talked about the struggle and we've talked about brain breaks. This week, as introed by AI, we're talking about flow. Flow is the third stage of the flow cycle, where we experience a state of complete absorption in a task. It's a feeling of effortless action, where our skills match the challenge of the task, and we are fully focused and present in the moment. Flow is a state of optimal performance, where we feel a sense of enjoyment and fulfillment, leading to higher levels of motivation and satisfaction. Steven Kotler describes the characteristics of flow using 4 characteristics. How do you know you're in flow? You're looking for these 4 qualities, what he refers to as STER, S-T-E-R. Number 1, selfless. The self vanishes and the inner critic goes very quiet. You might feel some bodily experiences acutely, such as in sports, being hyper aware of what your body's doing. But other sensations might quiet, like something like hunger. Number 2, timeless. Parts in the front of your brain shut down so you cannot separate past from present from future, and you enter into the elongated now, the present moment. Number 3, effortless attention. Focused attention happens chemically from deep in the brain, and you might feel like you're pushed by a force greater than yourself. And lastly, number 4, richness of information. All the information processing systems are amplified, so there's a lot of raw material coming in through the senses that's ready to use. Selfless, timeless, effortless, richness. Stir. Insight is heightened in flow. Not only does that allow a person to see further and wider into the future, but it also allows for greater creativity. You might start to build your awareness around these qualities and characteristics of flow. Think about your high flow activities and your kids. Next time you're experiencing one of those high flow activities, once that experience is complete, think back on Stir and see if you've noticed those qualities present in your own experiences. And discuss these qualities with your kids so they can start to become aware of these characteristics as well. Happy bold schooling.